Welcome, welcome. I have Wellness Wednesday a minute here, and then Mark will grace you with his presence. Answer all your homestead questions. In our journey on the farm, even though we are heavily invested in good food, good soil, regeneration on the farm, good evening, Beth, we didn't always take good care of our health. Me in particular, probably because I was busy having babies at the same time. And that requires a huge amount from a person's body to do that. And I didn't slow down, I didn't take care of myself, and I ended up breaking. So in the journey of getting back to good health, I discovered Ayurveda. Ayurveda is simply an old science of life, a life science, just like biology. That's the Greek word for the Greeks' study of life. Ayurveda is the ancient Indian, comes out of that part of the world, practice of studying life and what makes life. And they have a very holistic perspective on it. So that it isn't just your body that they talk about, or, psychology is the study of your mind. They didn't separate out all the practices of body, mind, emotion, and spirit. They're all rolled together because guess what? You're a whole person. So I explored down this path and I discovered lifestyle habits and practices that support good health in whatever area of life. So as I have learned about those, and I thought, you know what? Everybody needs to know how to have abundant life. Hey, Brittany. When Jesus said, I've come that you can have life and have it abundantly, that isn't just a promise for your spirit. There are promises in there for your body and your mind and your emotions. And I lean on all of that and I teach it because abundant life is there for everybody. And Ayurveda brings in a lot of what is out there for everybody. Like sunshine. Sunshine falls on everybody. Rain falls on everybody. Everybody has skin. Everybody eats. All these things that everybody does and anybody can do. I have been talking a lot about digestion in my course, and I did a workshop about weeds last night. Weeds, by and large, support digestion. If you have any kind of digestive issue, there's a weed that will help you or address it. PMS and menopause issues, any of the men's hormonal issues, weeds are there to support you. If you have wounds on the inside or the outside, your gut lining is one of the largest skins or the second largest skin. I'm not sure. But between your gut lining or your outer skin, they're both skin and function very similarly as far as protecting you from the outer world, helping you to interact with the outside world in an appropriate way and in a healthful way, and basically supporting your whole mind, body, emotion, spirit health. If you would like the replay of that video and learning about a few weeds, I'm happy to share that with you if you message us so I can get your email and I can send that to you. Or if you're coming on Saturday to the tribe gathering, we're going to talk about it and I'll be around so we can talk about all sorts of good stuff. All of this stuff. But your external skin, that's what we're talking about in the course this week. So that's what was on my mind. In the Ayurvedic thought, you have a unique constitution and everything is not necessarily one size fits all. There's principles, practices, and tools that we use, but there's adaptations based on who you are, the time of life you're in, the season you're in, the place you're in, all these things. So self-massage, taking care of the sense of your skin and your touch, is the practice that we are addressing right now. And they talk about a couple different massage oils that you can use based on who you are, how you are. I am a rough, dry, more cold-blooded kind of person. So I experience cold as painful. Mark used to rate my skin in comparison to grits of sandpaper. That was not flattering, but, you know, I couldn't argue. The oil for that is sesame oil, or any of the warmer, heavier oils are great for that. If you're a hot, fiery person, you're prone to rashes maybe, or heartburn. You wouldn't think it, but like I said, your internal skin and your external skin, they relate to each other. These kinds of things, you need a cooler oil, like sunflower oil or coconut oil. Those are awesome. If you're a cold but moister kind of person, sticky, you have lots of friends and they just last for forever. You maybe have weight that sticks to you that you'd prefer didn't. You're gonna want one that is more like the sesame oil. Olive oil is a great all-purpose one. And I got to thinking, what have we got around us in our environment right now that we can use for this? And I had an old, hey there, Crunchy Mama. I had an old gypsy lady stop in one time and she wanted lard. She said, I need lard from grass-fed pigs, raised out on pasture and all that, to make salve, because lard is the best carrier for everything. Sure enough, lard, tallow, any of the animal fats are one of the premium things for your skin. So, all of us that raise pigs or beef, you know, I haven't experimented with chicken fat, but I did render it, and it is the best substitute for butter. Chicken fat is. So I don't know why it wouldn't work. I just haven't tried it. But because they are animal fats, where I told you all the other ones before, depending on your constitution, they're all plant fats that you have to go and spend your hard-earned financial resources to purchase from the store. They've been highly refined from their plant source and shipped in, most likely from who knows where. And we have, on our homesteads, one of the best, almost for free, sources of skincare available. And that's tallow and lard. Your body recognizes them because they're an animal fat, and we're an animal. Like it or not, you're an animal. And your skin is rather a fatty tissue. It's nourished and cleansed by water and kept soft and pliable with fat. It needs both of them. If you look on lotions, even organic ones, you'll see alcohol in there, which is a drying agent. You'll see a whole lot of other stuff. And it does not matter what brand you look at. Even my mom, who's a nurse and into that world, had to find good clean ones for my grandma that didn't have alcohol in them, and she found one brand. And it had a lot of water in it. If you've ever had water on your skin, you know, it evaporates. It has its purpose there. It helps cool you. It helps rinse off all the impurities that your lymphatic system has pushed out through your skin, if it's good and healthy, and it can. But it isn't the moisturizer that your skin's really looking for. Fat, on the other hand, is. So, next time you want to be adventurous, experiment with your tallow or your lard. My favorite combination is 50-50. And if you come to the tribe gathering, I'll show you some as part of the weed walk that I have infused a whole bunch of weeds into. This one is comfrey, chickweed, mallow, and plantain, because those are all ones that promote healing in the skin, have vitamin E in them. They are, mallow in particular is mucilaginous, so it has mucousy qualities that help nourish and moisturize. Fabulous in your skin. And lard is the perfect carrier. A lot of the organic ones, lotions and salves and stuff, have beeswax in them. I made one, and I'll show you this. I call it, it's for muscle rub. It's made with, yes, real weed, the real thing, and cayenne and St. John's wort. You heat the fat, you put whatever your herbs are in there. I even included lavender. I forgot that in the other one. Real lavender, because that has a lot of calming properties, right? A lot of those things that you want. And you let it sit about 130, give or take a little bit. You just don't want to fry your herbs, so keep it cool. I do it in a double boiler kind of thing, in a bowl, in a pan of water. Works out great. And let it sit for a day or overnight, and then strain it off, and there you go. You have a salve. Lard and tallow together. The tallow's super hard. The lard gets soft on the counter in the summer. If you mix them together 50-50, that's where I have this one that even when it was really hot and humid, it's still that kind of consistency on the counter outside. Mark talks a lot about what you feed your pigs and your beef. It matters in your salve. If they've been fed a lot of corn, corn makes oil. If your fat is really oily, instead of nice and dry with the tannins and the small grains and so on, it's going to go rancid faster, and it won't last on your counter. It won't even last as long in the refrigerator. It makes a huge difference. It'll make a difference in how your skin interacts with it. I think I started to talk about the beeswax. So I put beeswax in this one because it seemed like that was the thing to do. That's what everyone else does, right? What I found is that with the beeswax, my skin doesn't absorb it well. I have to rub and rub and rub and rub to get the beeswax salve to go in and not come off on my clothes and all that kind of thing. But with just the animal fats, it goes right in, and it's easy. And I've heard that from a lot of people that have used it. It works great. For cough, depends on what the cause of your cough is, Inga. If it's allergies or a cold, there's a lot of different herbs and different things. Staying away from things that create more mucus, like dairy and wheat. That's a good place to really start. And drinking a ton of water, because that helps flush all of those, whatever you're reacting to, out of your system. Yeah, you can do that. Any oils, eucalyptus oil helps open up passageways. You can even, so as we're talking about these, I don't do it so much with these. I have a sesame oil that I use. You can put it up your nose and breathe it into your sinuses, like 1 or 2 drops. This doesn't go, it doesn't flow, so it doesn't work as well. With a little tiny bit of eucalyptus in a whole dropper bottle, or Raven blend is good. Whatever it is, depends on, like I said, the cause of your cough and your constitution. But that's another nice one for opening things up and down into your lungs. There's a lot of things. So this practice of oiling your skin, and however you start, experiment with it on your face. If that doesn't feel good, try your feet. If you don't like that, try your hands, your belly. You can show your whole body some love. Mark's not coming in yet. So Another part of oiling your skin is gratitude. One of the key components to any level of health, be it physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, all of them, is gratitude. When you show appreciation, it changes everything. From your outlook on life, your perspective and what you expect, to the very cellular structure of you. So, as you're doing your skin oiling your skin, tell your body you appreciate it. I appreciate my feet for carrying me, my legs for being strong, my hands for doing all the work they do, my adrenals in my back for helping me deal with stress. You go right on through your body, your stomach and intestines for digesting your food, your face for looking beautiful, whatever it is. All of it adds up to good health. And at the same time, you're moving your lymphatic system, which, Inga, is important to getting rid of colds and moving things around when you move your skin and rub your skin. And it just puts you in a mindful state of your body and appreciating it. That's Wellness Wednesday for today. And